sitting on your lunch.
Okay.
How did you find out about the training program?
We just decided to come down and apply for a job.
So you didn't know about the training program ahead of time?
No.
Just pure luck.
Yep.
Are you glad you hit this? So that what do you expect to get out of it?
A nice job. I need the money and experience, I guess.
So you'll then be able to answer an ad that calls for somebody who's experienced or something, right? Are you through with school?
No, I quit
Yeah. After what?
in 9th grade.
How do you feel about that?
It would have been nice if I could have stayed. But
Excuse me?
it would have been nice if I'd have stayed in school. I
Why?
guess. It's a lot easier.
Could you explain why? A little more?
Why it's a lot easier?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. The work's not as hard. Yes.
But you expect to get enough out of this training program to make up for that?
I guess so.
What about you?
What?
Did you finish school?
No,
Why did you drop out?
I don't like school.
Have you worked before?
No.
So this is all a big new experience then?
Right.
Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah.
Did you find out about the training program the same way?
No, through the paper.
Was there an ad about
front page.
Oh, the article that was
Yeah.
written up. Yeah, that's how I found out about it too. So it didn't take you long to react and get down here then?
Right. Next day.
Great. Thank you.
Now let's start off with how you get paid, okay? Punching in. It's very simple. The time card is you punch 4 times a day. Now when you come in the morning, simply insert it in the time clock, push it down, and there you are, okay? Do the same thing with the other cards. Everybody starts at the same time. Now, all 4 of you are now punched in. The next step is lunchtime. At 12 noon, when you go to lunch, you punch out. At 12:30, when you come back after lunch, you punch in. And at 4:15, when you go home, you punch out again. That makes a total of 4 times that you punch. So to review it, when you come in the morning, normal starting time will be 7:45. So by 7:45, you punch in. 12 noon, you punch out. At 12:30 after lunch, you punch in. At 4:15, you punch out again. That should be 4 punch marks on the card each day. Okay? Now, I'm going to put it in a rack here. The numbers that you're using are a special series of numbers that we're using for trainees. All your clock numbers are in the 700 series. Okay? Terry, 721. Diane, 718, Kathy, 719, and Janet, 720. They're all running consecutive, okay? We'll just put them up here for now. Okay, from now on, you're on the payroll. Now we'll go over to the training area and meet your instructor. outside, so I will then... Hello! Okay, tomorrow we will have a tour of the plant. I want to take you people. I have a few more new trainees coming in tomorrow, plus I have several that started in last week. Then we will all go together, and I will start with the cutting room, go downstairs, show you the pants department, coat department, right down to the shipping room, so you have an idea of the operation here, what we make, what the finished product looks like, and what it looks like going through the line. Some of these operations you'll be involved with. So we'll show you how it's actually done in the plant. Okay? Also gives you an idea of how one department works with the other department. Okay? When you make a suit, you can't make the suit without the pants. So you'll see the pants being made, you'll see the coat being made as well. Okay, then we'll go over some of the background of this program, some of the other things that you'll have to know about here working at Darwood. Now, Loretta Browning is the instructor. We have Mary Raposa down there as well as another instructor. Now, Loretta, at this stage, I think if you set them up, we seem to have ample machine space here, so might as well. Okay?
Did you girls bring a scissors?
Okay.
Oh, you two aren't staying?
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Well, how many will scrunch them up from Joe?
I'll have to borrow from the mechanic.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And I'll
So,
sit your girls down and try to start you off.
okay, if you'd like, start by putting your coats over there.
I won't even bite your smile.
Okay.
Mary. You use the power machine like you drive a car. Can you hear me? If you know, all of you drive, no? Well, the further you go with your toe, the faster your machine will run. So you have to be they're sensitive. You have to go very easy with the toe of your foot. And when you come up with the toe, it stops the machine right away. See, that's my toe that's running the machine. Then all you have to do is raise your toe up and the machine will stop. It goes very, very fast if you're heavy with the foot. And it breaks threads too, you know. That goes along with the job. Some machines can handle the speed and others can't. How does one thread with a safety guard like this? Your thread always goes from the outside in. Alright? Now I'm going to take the bobbin out. When you put a bobbin in the machine, always have the thread on the top like that. You stick it in there and make sure it goes through this alleyway and out through that notch. And your bobbin is in. Well, over here you've got a feel. There's a post that this goes into. You feel with your finger where the post is and just thread it. And it snaps in place. Then you pull up the bobbin thread with your hand. Okay? thread. Maybe I got a bum machine. Some of them are, some of them are. This is to test you girls as you try it. It's not hard. It may look hard, but it's not. See, when you get used to the machine, all you'll do will be going back and forth on scrap all the time until you get used to the speed. Then afterwards you have to learn how to bar tack. See, this is tacking your thread. See, you go like this. You lift the foot up just a little bit and you go back on it. It's not a good machine to try on. It's breaking. Which one do you want working for you, Vic? These safety guards are good, but yet they're always in the way. Always. Yeah, to tack your thread, you lift your knee. You put your foot on the knee just a little bit and lifts the foot up. And when it lifts the foot up, your machine is running. You can control it very, very easy. And that's how you learn to tack thread. There isn't much to it except you just have to sit down yourselves and try the speed of it. I have a machine for each one of yous, but I'm going to let you try just once on this one. Want to try? Who's going to be on first?
Go ahead. For me?
Yeah.
It's not hard. Don't get...
Just put one foot on the thread. This one? Yeah, that one. And, no, you have to put your knee on this side of the knee pedal. Yeah, on the knee. Oh, push that.
I gotta
girl.
push over.
That's it. No, just go easy with your toe.
I
Go
can't
ahead
push
until
it.
you feel it. Just keep going down easy until you feel it. Because I don't want it to scare you.
I don't even have my foot on it. It's something.
Just take your foot off when it goes like that.
Wait a second.
All right. Raise,
know why?
raise the knee pedal up. You got it? All right. Now drop it. Drop it. Now we use your foot on it again without thread. Go slow, slow, slow. See? All right, stop. See? You got to get that feeling first, all right? Go ahead. Do it again. Do it easy. Go ahead. There's no thread on it. Won't scare you. See how fast you can go?
Yeah.
Now I'm holding it right there. You know why it's moving? Because you got this against the foot. When you work with it, keep your foot off it. Go easy with your foot. You hold it. Hold it. Now, see, when you've got to stop with the heel. Come down with the heel. Raise the foot up with your foot. Okay, drop it. Drop the foot. Okay. Now go easy. See? Now you can stop, stop, stop and start, stop and start. Without the thread, it's good to get used to the feeling of the machine. Go ahead. Just easy with your toe. Go ahead. There. No, you get used to it. I'm going to let you just play with it till you get used to the feeling of the machine running, all right? Kind of pull the material a little bit. All right, stop, stop, stop. There, see? Now stop and start. Turn, lift the foot up. Stop and start. Ease, just a little bit. Now stop. Now go again. Stop. See? It's not really hard. You gotta feel that machine as soon as your toe hits it. Go ahead. Then you can learn to control it. Hold up material. That is.
Wow, it goes fast.
Yeah. That's why we got this here so your finger won't go under the needle. Lift the foot up. Alright. Now try it again. Just easy. There. There. See? That's not so bad, is it? I just don't leave it unthreaded because it's going to snap. Every time you go fast, it's going to snap the thread. Just go back and forth on it. There. Alright. Not too bad, is it? It becomes easy on your foot, doesn't it? Okay, I'll let you stay with that one. I'm going to go over to the other machine with one of you girls. Okay? You just practice that. And just so you can get the feeling, so I'll have to teach you how to tack that. Just get the feeling of the machine, then we'll thread the machine, then you sew.
Before you all spread out, have any of the four of you ever done any sewing at home?
She has. You too?
I'm curious to know in a couple of weeks whether that makes any difference with learning to use the machines here.
It should make a difference today. It should make a difference today. If she sewed at home, it'll make a difference. Just practice the speed of the machine. Don't learn to go fast. Learn to go slow. Then you will be able to control it and know what you're doing. That's a good speed. Very good.
Do you expect to be working as a sewing machine operator for a long time?
Well, I want to see how good I do in within the 6 months training. And if I like it, I'll stay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Already watched the other girl, so already she knows a little bit about it and she's able to control it. Now, would you like to try the thread on the needle? You have to put it in this latch right here. Now raise your needle up with a hand. Now bring it forward. That's it. I got it?
No, not yet.
Can you thread it your eyes a bit? Alright. Okay. Bring the needle down with a hand. The other way, forward, always. Okay. Alright, now see if you can go easier. That easy. That's it. Very good. Now to turn it, put your foot on the thing and just turn it. Okay, and you can come back again on the same if you want to. See, by listening to the other girl learning, she's already picked it up, see? I'll just let you practice on it, and I'll put the other girls on theirs, okay? That's it. We'll straighten out the stitching after you know how to control the machine.
You want to say right?
If you can, yes, very good if you can. That's very good, really. She's the one that knows how to homestitch, see? Now I'll let you practice back and forth, and I'll go get this young lady set up in the back. Okay, I've chased you people around. Just practice back and forth, all right? Just stop and go. Don't go all the way down. Just stop and go. Because you've got to have the feeling of the machine. Then I'll teach you how to tag. All right?
Does it feel familiar?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel strange.
No.
Got a head start.
You're holding it back. Yeah, but you're holding it back. See how small the stitches are? Because you held it back. Just go slow and go back and forth and get it. Now you see thread in there. Should be better for you. Wow. Do you know how to thread it? Well. They have to go through all these tracks or else you'll be in trouble. Can you thread that for me from the other side? You have to go beyond it.
Could you describe the training program a little bit, how it originated and what you foresee for it, how long it's been going?
Well, the training program actually originated due to a need to expand. And you need people to expand, simple as that. We've reached a point here with this particular company that we have plenty of work available. Our limiting factor was manpower. And reached the point where in order to expand, we really had to train our own people. Now, the training program is designed to meet our requirements on a measured basis. In other words, as we look ahead, we know what we need to fill in specific jobs, what jobs will be open, where the bottlenecks are in order to boost your production up. So at this point, the training program enables us to train operators and schedule them into the production line as the work is available for them. This is the whole purpose of the training program, really.
So there's a specific job waiting for each person as they come out of the training program.
Exactly. Now, the training phase is essentially broken down to an orientation program where the operator is introduced to the machine, learns how to control the machine, and essentially learns to drive a car, you might say. Now, the next step is we put them on the road so that they are doing something productive and instructive. So the next step is to learn an actual operation, a simple one, but a very basic operation that is actually used in our product.
What are some of the operations they'd learn at that stage?
They will learn to sew out a flap, make a flap, which is the flap that would go on a coat pocket.
Get one to wait one. Okay. Yep.
Okay. So what they do is they make the flap, the first operation. So this is what it is essentially. It's a simple operation in that it starts with a tack on the corner. The tack on the corner is called a back tack. It's a very essential step to most sewing operations. So
It's just forward, reverse, forward?
exactly, and all it does is it reinforces the stitch at the beginning. Now, after that, it gives them a short stitch to the corner. They turn the corner, proceed along the length of the flap, turn the corner, come up, and back tack at the end. So, if you analyze it, the first thing that they learn to do is to pick up the work, position at the machine. So the first thing they do is pick up the material. They position the material, which would be two pieces of cloth. They position it and then go through that three-step sewing process. Now, at the end of this, the flap is turned. It's sewed inside out, and it's turned right side out. Okay. And at that point, you're ready to top stitch the flap. This is the second step in the training program. So now the flap that they made in phase 1, the first step, is now top stitch. This is ready for top stitching. The top stitching is essentially the same basic procedure as making the flap, except now the stitch is going to show, and they'll be using a gauge. It's one of the important things, they learn how to use a gauge. And again, it's the same 3 basic stitches. So with this one particular item, you have now gone through 2 training steps with the trainee. The next element are sleeves. Sleeves, there are 3 operations that are done.
Something we can look at.
Okay, the sleeves. Here are sleeve pieces. When they work with the sleeve, it gives them the first opportunity to stitch a longer seam. So now when they sew the sleeve seam, it really gives them a chance to get the feel of the machine over a longer run. When working with the flap, they can probably go 5-6 inches maximum and stop. This gives them a chance for a longer run. It also gives us an idea if they have potential for handling operations that require long runs and the speed to do it. Now, after the 3 basic operations with the sleeves, then they're assigned a specific job opening that exists in the production line. This is where they are really slotted. This is the job that they have, and we make that decision based on the instructor's evaluation to the previous 5 operations. If we find that someone is good with a slower, intricate operation, we'll try and give them something accordingly. If they're very good with a long, fast operation, we'll give them something accordingly. The result is that we try and match their particular aptitudes to what we have available. And at that point, they continue working here in the vestibule with that operation. They learn it, they practice it, they build up speed. We try and bring them up to standard. So once they feel comfortable with it, are confident, they know what they're doing, then they are transferred to the actual production area where they continue to operate the same machine, trying to take the machine with them, the same type of work. The only difference is they are actually working on production line lots. If the lot comes down, they will do it. It's not chosen anyway. They're actually doing actual production work at that point.
So these pocket flaps that you showed us are not, they don't go into the actual
These
production.
are not. No, these are just practice cuttings.
Do you have somebody learning the cutting, or are these regular products of the cutting room that are just extras or something?
These are cut by the cutting room especially for training. These will be pieces of piece goods, either leftovers or scraps, that they will cut into the pieces that we need for our training exercises here.
I think we're taking somebody's spot. Could you tell us a little bit about automation and whether it puts people out of work or that sort of thing?
Well, automation has its advantages for expansion, and one of the important things is if you utilize automation with the intent of expanding, then automation is a means to that end. Simply put, if you take, for example, the overlock machines that we saw downstairs in the pants department, and realize that there's a machine, for example, that can do the work of 4 people. However, what it really does is it now allows you to produce more.
So you're not putting you're not putting
No,
three people out of work.
because what happens at that point is now you have production available to feed down the line. This now means that you can put more people to work producing more products. It's a means to that end, right? And where automation is utilized in this industry, it primarily is a catalyst for expansion. It is not a means to eliminating jobs, because you eliminate the job, but you also produce more. So it doesn't pay just to eliminate the job and have a machine that can produce the work of 4 people if you really don't need 4 people in the first place. Simple as that.
What about the state of the economy and expansion?
Well, the price of expansion is not cheap. Machinery is expensive, whether it's a automatic machine or a simple basic machine. Machinery is expensive, and you don't invest in machinery unless you have the volume to substantiate it. So when a company is expanding and is making a commitment, they are putting a lot of money on the line. And generally, you think twice before you do something like that. We have thought twice, and we are expanding.
What about the machines all over here that are not being used?
Okay, these are basically surplus machines of various vintage, various types. And these are machines that have been acquired or retired through the years. However, they are available. Each one of these machines each one is in good working order. And with a little maintenance, they can be put back on the line. They are utilized. Some of these are special machines for special operations that maybe are no longer being done in a particular product line, but next season they may be put back into service.
What do you do with machines that you no longer use?
It depends on the future prospect. If it appears that it may be utilized, they are retained here. If they are not, then they are traded in, sold or traded in for new equipment.
But there is a regular trade-in program?